as a musician who worked in tech for over 13 years, I see this like constant, I don't know if dichotomy is the right word, but I'll use the word dichotomy for now, between like how really creative people, like artists and musicians that I know, and also even marketing managers that I know, approach planning or a lack of planning for creative projects versus how tech companies and really dialed like product teams approach these kinds of things. In the time that I worked in tech, like companies like Facebook, MakerBot, Percolate, all of the best teams that I worked on, they all knew what they were doing 3 months in advance. And of course they would like pivot and Audible and stuff like within that time frame based on things that happened, but they all knew what they were doing 3 months in advance. I see so many of my artist friends, so many of my marketing manager friends who are not thinking that far in advance. They're putting out a single and then they're starting to think about how they're going to create content. And then after the song is out, they're like working on creating content every day. Operating like that is really just taking time away from you, dedicating as much time and energy and creative firepower as possible to the next song or the next piece of art that you're working on. So I think what artists, and myself included, this is the approach that I'm taking going forward for my own project. I think artists just, you need to like think more in terms of quarters and less in terms of your weeks. And I know that's hard as a creative person because you don't want to have too much structure. You don't want to be too rigid. You don't want to be locked into stuff. But I really think it's that planning that is going to like help you get the shit that you hate doing out of the way, which is the online promotion. It'll help you just like get it done in a way shorter amount of time and scheduled and batched and done so you don't have to think about it. And then you can go work on all the other stuff. So anyway, let me know if that resonates with you.